Greetings. My name is Danielle Purcell, Detroit, Michigan, Lincoln 9. Emerging stronger day by day.
And welcome everyone. Hi, my name is Lamont Downing. I am Danielle's brother, and I will be interviewing her and her experience in the ELG mentorship. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you, brother?
Great, and we're all eager to learn. We're all eager to get a deeper look. So the first question I'm going to ask you is how would you describe yourself as a leader?
Humble, teachable, listener, patient, growing, kind.
And what kind of training does it take? Does it take years of experience to develop things, or do you find yourself a natural born leader?
I would say with the ELG, I've picked up so many tools, things that I thought that I was already sharp at. And iron sharpens iron. And so I found out that it's a lot of things that I needed sharpened. So through the ELG, I was able to learn how to become more patient, how to take a breather, step back to become better every day.
So you believe it's important for a person to be teachable and not so much that they know everything, but that they're able to be taught as well.
You have to be teachable, you have to be humble, and you definitely have to be a listener. I think that all those things I've learned through the ELG, and those are very great traits that I will take with me to use in the furtherance of my management skills with Kemper Life.
Nice. And just to piggyback off that, did you start off as a follower and then you found yourself becoming a leader? How important is it to follow and then to learn and grow?
I would say my personality is definitely to always surround myself around someone who is smarter than I. You can't grow from anyone who knows less than you. So I've always been intrigued to be connected to people who were going in the direction that I desired, that I dreamed, that I wanted to go to. So a follower, yes, but of strong people.
Switching gears, ELG was conducted while the company implemented premium collections and in the midst of COVID. How did the thing you learned in ELG help to manage your district among so much change and transition in these unprecedented times?
For the company to be able, in the midst of a pandemic, and take a home service operation and turn it into a digital agency and give agents, managers, DMs who have been doing this for over 30 years and bring in trainers and help us to develop, to transition into digital agency so that every single last one of their employees during a pandemic would still have an opportunity, a livelihood, and still be able to take care of their families. And the fact that ELG, which I would say at that time, and I would say many other of my colleagues on this committee, would say that this wasn't of a real importance. We have a pandemic going on. But for the company to be so invested and totally vested in their employees and keep the ELG emerging leadership group mentoring going in the middle of a pandemic, that lets me know that the company, first of all, they have this thing right. Number two, I'm working for the correct company. And number three, I always believe that if you invest in your people, then you will grow your people. And if you grow your people, you grow your operation. You grow your operation, you grow your business. You grow your business, then hey, of course the board, of course the street would be pleased because at the end of the day, it's a domino effect. Everyone is going to win.
Teamwork makes the dream work. So you spoke about furthering your career, furthering yourself in the ELG. But what things have you struggled with that have brought you to this moment and you were able to overcome and shows the importance of ELG and what it is to you?
Well, one thing that just comes to mind,
ELG. Prior to coming to Kemper Life and prior to even receiving my producer's license in LHPC, or prior to even receiving my bachelor's degree in theology, my father took me to a small restaurant called the Tasty Freeze when I was about 13 years old. And he said, "Look, your mother and I were doing the best that we can. However, we will not be able to pay for you to go to school. So if you go to school, it'll be because something you've done, but it won't be because we have the finances to do that." At that time, I had no idea what my father was sharing with me. I heard the words, but to actually say I comprehended what he was saying, I actually had no idea. So as life goes on and we finish school, I realized that a lot of my friends, they're going away to college. Now I realized I've got to get a job. So I worked at the Dunkin' Donuts. I go from there, and I had a young lady recruit me named Hilda, and that was for AIG. So I received my life and health license, and I began to work for AIG. While servicing one of the AIG customers, a man named Willie Rogers was coming out the home next door. And when he was coming out, he said, "Hey, what are you doing out here?" I said, "I'm out here working." He said, "Well, I want to give you something that will change your life, an opportunity." And at that time, we were called United Insurance. And so I listened at what he had to say, and he told me, say, "Look, this is not a job. This is a career. It'll change your life." And I share this to say 16 years later, coming in as an advanced recruit, retaining my license in property and casualty, and working on a home service debit, I had absolutely no idea that it would give me the opportunity to pay for my own self, to go to school. I had absolutely no idea that I could be a manager. I had no idea at that time that the same gift that was given to me 16 years ago, that Kemper was going to put me in a position that I can give that same gift away to someone else.
Wow, and I think that is very inspiring for people who have goals and who want to further themselves, but they're only kind of looking right in front of them, not necessarily looking towards, a long-term future, but maybe an immediate future. And I love how you said that you've had to forfeit opportunities because of work, and now ELG has put into perspective that it's important to balance work, life, and being healthy so that it's very rewarding in all capacities.
absolutely well said.
Nice. I think that's a perfect ending right there because I think that people can take that and sort of implement it into their everyday lives. So, do you have any final words for everyone?
I was privileged to have Dick Miller as my mentor. And during that time, Dick had no idea how prolific and profound he would be in my life during a time such as this. Dick was able to teach me that it is okay, Danielle, to walk away and catch a breath. It's okay, Danielle, to get away. And as a matter of fact, Danielle, you should do that. I learned that during my 16 years, it is a lot of pressure that I put on myself that I did not have to put on myself. And so through his mentorship, I was able to learn that I was an overachiever. It's nothing wrong with wanting to be great at what you do, but you have to have balance.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.